I built an eCom brand to $90 million in just 4 years. And the biggest thing that I've learned is that most brands lose to competitors with worse products. And it's nothing to do with their media buying skills or their offer creation skills. Your market has seen every single promise you're making, whether it's better ingredients, faster results, clinically proven. They've heard it all, and that's why it's actually stopped working. The fix isn't a better claim, it's a new mechanism. And most people have never heard of this, but once you see it, you'll kind of find it everywhere. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact step-by-step process how to find your unique mechanism, no matter what category you're in. Because the brands that get this right don't just improve their ROAS, they actually start to own their own category. So let's jump in on the computer to show you exactly what I mean.
All right, guys, I'm going to teach you how to create a new mechanism so you can break through these saturated markets. Because look, this is the truth. Every D2C category is full of brands making the same promises. Better ingredients, clinically proven, natural, clean, fast results, all that kind of same shit. And your potential customer has seen it all. And there's a concept called semantic satiation, where essentially the brain learns to filter out before it even registers the information, right, that you're actually giving it. It's called semantic satiation. So the answer is not a better claim, it's a new mechanism. And that's what I'm gonna teach you guys to do. And that's the problem with better, right? Because when a D2C category is new, being better is enough. When you're brand new, you have a new product in the market, you can just be better and it's okay. You know, you say your product works, you have testimonials, they tell others about it. But every category matures, and this is the biggest problem. Competitors enter, then everyone's claims get better, cleaner, faster, and the market seems to hear the same repetition, right? And then that breeds skepticism, because if you're in the market to buy something, everyone's saying the same thing, then you become skeptical. And Eugene Schwartz actually called this market sophistication cycle, and it moves through 5 different steps. Now, D2C brands operating at stage 3 and 4, and they've already heard all these promises, right? While you're running ads from stage 1 or stage 2 messaging. So that's what I'm going to teach you guys, is how to break through the sophisticated market you're in with a different type of actual mechanism, right? A new mechanism. And these are the 5 stages, just a quick refresh. If you haven't heard of it before, stage 1 is when direct claims work, clear acne. Stage 2 is when others make the claim, where you say it's clinically proven. Stage 3, the customers are skeptical, so every brand uses the same thing, and now you start to need a mechanism to explain how yours actually works. Stage 4 is like the mechanism warfare, and every brand has a new mechanism, right? That's why all these supplement companies are trying to find new ingredients, new mechanisms. Skincare, same thing. Our new formula is going to help you do X, Y, Z. They're trying to find new mechanisms to make sure that you believe them. And stage 5 is like when you tried everything and then you're based on literally customer identity, right? But that's another thing we're going to go into at a later date. So what makes a new mechanism defined? Well, a new mechanism is specific. It's named reason why your product actually produces a result. That's key here. One that your customer hasn't heard before, or hasn't heard it framed the way you're framing it. That's the idea. It's not a feature, it's not a benefit, it's the explanation that sits between the two. The secret thing, and that makes the benefit believable. So, as an example, like made with premium materials is not a mechanism, right? Our fabric is woven at 400 threads per inch, the threshold where peeling becomes physically impossible. That's a unique mechanism. And you can go through these at a later date. I'll attach the document.
Hey everyone, it's Matt here, and I want to take a quick second to tell you about Ecomm Architects. Now, I have spent over $500,000 on coaching, and I wouldn't have been able to build our brands to $100 million without it. That's why I built Ecomm Architects. It's the most comprehensive e-com coaching program and community in the world, where myself and over 15 different mentors and coaches will help you scale your e-com brand so you don't have to make the same mistakes like I did. We'll save you time and money. We'll provide you all the SOPs, the playbooks on everything you need scaled to $1 million a month plus, including product development, creative strategy, CRO, Facebook, leadership, international market expansion, you name it, we've got it. I built this for impact, not for profit, so it's so affordable, there's no contracts, and we guarantee to increase your revenue in 9 days or your money back. Just click the link below in the description to learn more.
So you can understand the difference. And new hope is the point. That's what I want to drill down. The consumers all want solutions to their problems, and they're hoping that you're the savior. They're hoping that you're coming through with the new unique mechanism that's going to allow them to get to where they want to go. And that is the whole point. A new mechanism doesn't just explain the product. It gives a skeptical, disappointed customer a rational reason to try again. That's why it works, not because it's clever. marketing because it's actually answering a question behind the question. Why would this be any different to everything else that I've seen? This is why this is so important, especially D2C. Okay. And the brands that got this right, as some examples. Purple Mattress, their mechanism was the gel flex grid, right? You have Yeti, they had a roto molded construction. You had Dollar Shave Club, where their mechanism was a new blade, it was a new delivery system, how to get it home every, with the convenience. Sorry. You have Bombas Apparel Socks, right? They have a honeycombs arch support and a specific knit structure. So you can see all this can happen in all different categories. Don't think a limiting belief is like, oh, how can it work in my category? It can. You just have to be better marketers. Then I'm going to give you a prompt towards the end of this that will actually allow you to try and find things for you. But I want to give you some context behind the principles first. Grun's Nutrition, a gummy delivery format, not a powder, not a capsule, not a drink. Grun's were like the first green gummies. Again, new, unique mechanism. True Classic Apparel again. They're tailored their I guess, the cut of their t-shirts based on larger men to make them look, more athletic build, even though they're not. Then you have Wild Earth. They had a new protein, Koji protein, fungi-based complete protein that matched the amino acid profile of meat without the animal products. So it's not plant-based dog food, which carries negative connotations for those people in the market that don't want that. They named the protein source. Specific reason replicates meat and provide nutritional value. So I'm going to leave all these for you guys to go through in more detail. But now I hope you gain the point. So how to identify your brand's new mechanism yourself? Well, first of all, you have to understand how your product is, I think it's made. Interrogate your manufacturer, the supplier, or product team. I remember a couple times during our process when I was just identifying the current manufacturing process. I built about 20 different brands, so it's happened a lot of times. But every time I went down the manufacturing process, there was something they did that I wasn't even aware of, that the customer wasn't aware of, that I could use in my marketing, in terms of maybe the way our LED mask, let's say the way our micro infusion is actually handmade almost to some degree, where the needles are literally put in white glove service by hand. So the more you know about your product and your manufacturing supply chain, the more you can find some new unique mechanisms. Then you can look for where your competitors are vague and you can be specific. So if your entire category says fast absorbing formula, you can name a specific molecule or weight or encapsulation method that makes tools genuinely fast absorbing than that mechanism. You can see that now a lot of people in the supplement industry find new mechanism as to, they're saying their supplements actually are more absorbable. They have a higher absorption rate than others because they're more in line with what the body needs or, organically. So everyone's trying to find new ways. And then find what ways best your customers are using it in their own words. Like, what made you believe this would work in the first place? What did they actually say? What will they recommend their friends? Like, what are they saying about the mechanism? How are they articulating in their own language? Then another way you could do it, look at your category framework that gets wrong. So the strongest mechanisms reframe the problem before introducing the solution, right? You ask, what does the market believe is the cause of the problem? And that isn't entirely correct. If you name it, then you can go real upstream because you show how your product addresses it at that level. And you build a mechanism that makes every competitor's approach look incomplete. And then step 5 is to name it. Everyone does it, right? VizCap. Seed use a VizCap in terms of how, again, their supplements have a high absorption rate. Yeti didn't think about just have a thick insulation. No, they had a roto-molded construction. Purple also had that gel flex grid. Because once you name something, you put IP behind it, you put a trademark behind it, it adds inherent psychological value. So how to build ones, now the next stage is when you got a new mechanism, like how do you actually build ads around a new mechanism, right? So you want to literally use this structure. Open with the failed attempt, not your product. Start by naming the familiar promise that your customer already has, that they've already been chasing, why they've been let down. Like, you've tried probiotics before, you took them every day, but you still felt off. Okay, and then go through the 5 stages. Name the mechanism that explains the failure, right? Introduce the specific reason previous solutions didn't work. That's the next one. Number 3, introduce your mechanism as a solution to the mechanism problem. So you explain to them the mechanism as to why it didn't work, and then you're the mechanism of the solution. And prove it simply. Like, you need to describe everything in like a kindergarten-like language in order to be concise, and actually the person to understand it to a level they can explain to someone else. So be very simple with your words. Don't overcomplicate it, think you're too smart. And number 5, you want to back it to a desire. An outcome is what they actually want. You want to back your unique mechanism to the actual desire. And I think a lot of people fail that I've realized is because they're claiming a mechanism that isn't actually unique. That's number 1. Number 2, they're overcomplicating the explanation. Number 3, they explain the mechanism without connecting to the customer's actual desire. If you can't make that correlation with the mechanism and the desire, then they're not going to buy. And then they're using a mechanism without naming it, which is, again, not adding an inherent layer of value or IP to it. And then number 5, they're assuming the mechanism sells itself. No, I know so many people that have a mechanism on their sales page. I'm like, what's your unique mechanism? Oh, it's on the sales page. And it's like 1, 2, 3 folds below the fold. It's like one logo and a bit of text. Like, that's not going to help convince the customer that you're unique and you have a unique mechanism. It has to be high up on the fold. It has to be, maybe use an infographic or some kind of visual effect as well. It has to be utilized in your ads and then translate it again into your landing page to push home this unique mechanism. So don't make a bigger promise. Give them a new reason to believe. This is the whole point of the unique mechanism. And I've tried to repeat myself in this training a number of times, a number of different ways for you guys to get it. You're selling them the hope. You're selling them a new reason to believe. That's what the new mechanism is all about. So I'm going to now walk you through, look, actually, I forgot this bit. So this week, diagnose your market stage, right? Go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where do you sit? Because if you're not at 3, 4, or 5, then maybe you don't need a unique mechanism, but I doubt it. Then find unique mechanism using the step process, right? I described above, and then you're going to use this AI that I just showed you. And then 3, name it. And then step 4, build out a piece of creative using the 5-step framework we taught above. Now to find it, your unique mechanism. And once again, I'm just trying to not rush through this, but I want you guys to go through this document and read all this properly. I can't explain to you in the level of detail that you need. It will take me 30, 40 minutes. I want you guys to think of all this and read through it slowly, thinking of your product or brand in mind. That's how it's going to sink in. And here's pretty much a prompt that you can use, right? For trying to identify what unique mechanisms that you have. And I'll show you what happens when you input this into Claude AI and input your product name, URL, and any unique features. Like if you manufacture the stuff yourself, if you know that there's a certain process that you do that no one else does, input as much information as possible so then the AI can help you. So now I'll show you what I did with our brand Cure and actually how I was responsible for tens of millions of dollars in sales. All right, so here you can see this is the prompt, right? I put in our name of our product, a link to our product, everything else. And here's what it came back with, right? Came back with a number of unique mechanisms. First of all, micro-channel delivery. We have used this in pretty much every single video. Safety and precision credibility. This is a mechanism we push of everyone else, how sterile ours is. It's one-time use needles, everything else. And that's why it's safe to use at home and others aren't. And then also this here, comparing to derma rollers. Comparing to derma rollers as a more safety and precision-like lever has made us tens of millions of dollars. That unlocked a whole angle altogether. All we did was compare derma rollers, something we're familiar with, and have a new unique mechanism that is better than derma rollers. And we're convincing people who use derma rollers or thinking of using them to use our microinfusion unit. So this is like ridiculous. Like honestly, this one prompt would have made us tens of millions of dollars. Let's keep going. To be honest, we haven't used this one yet, but it's definitely something on the list. And sure, we have segmented serums. No one else does. Again, a unique mechanism that made us tens of millions of dollars. We have ones for wrinkles, ones for dark spots. No one else does this but us, which is very interesting. And that's been instrumental to us scaling as well. And this is ridiculous because this overnight skin reset was an angle that was actually given to me by one of the world's apparent best VSL writers. We paid him $5,000 an hour for a consult. And he suggested to do this overnight skin reset and to talk about that as a unique mechanism. So I'm telling you guys here, use this prompt, understand the different layers of sophistication in terms of your market. That's critical. Create a unique mechanism because you are a sales and marketing company. If you're selling a a product that everyone else is selling, it's a commodity product, you need to differentiate yourself through IP, through language, through positioning. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting the same battle with everyone else. Your CPA is going to increase, your CPMs will increase, and you won't get cut through. Semantic association in terms of the consumer's mind will filter out all the information and won't register it. But as soon as you create a new unique mechanism, you brand it, you talk about it, you explain it, that's how you win. Hope this helped. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and send me the screenshots once you implement this and big wins that you're having.